Hello everybody, welcome back to another Roblox scripting video. And I apologize, first of all, it's been 2 months. I got really busy with other things than YouTube. Second thing, this is a new computer, so the audio is a bit off. I can't find my original mic, and along with all the files with my video intro is all in my other computer, so I need to transfer all of them. But today I have to I was thinking of doing a different video, like a new one, instead of me just giving out, the one that I promised in the previous video. But I did promise to explain the main components, because this script involves multiple places and a lot of scripts, so you need to at least understand a bit of scripting to understand how this works. But I'm gonna break it down for you how it works and what certain main scripts, like what they do. So how this whole thing works is, first you create. When a player creates a server, they can make a password. If they don't make a password, a script will check that if they have a password or not, nil or a certain value. If it's not nil, so when they create that and they have a password, it means it's not nil. It will typically display a clone all the info and fire all that data to every player and put all that data into the search list, and their server will pop up with the creator's name, the name of the creator of the server, the map they chose, all the other info, and if it's public or not, if it's a password or not. So I'll show you how it works. The main components. So the main ones will probably be the creation frame. And I'm so sorry for the audio, it's not horrible, but hopefully you don't mind. I will leave the link for editing for the place below, so you guys can just edit, and because this is the main place. All the other places are irrelevant. You don't need to know, so you can just take it from here. You just need to edit them. So it's gonna be hard if you don't know how to script. It's going to be hard to implement this into your own game, where you can take certain things like the teleportation, like party teleportation thing. But yeah, so like right here, password, server creator, yeah, it just makes the value a certain thing. Let's see, like this one makes a value the player's name, like the owner. The password makes the value the same text as the text box, and call it pass box, which is in the UI. You put the password here, and it'll automatically make it that password. And of course, there's a script that checks that if the password is null or not, or in this case 0 or 1. These are the maps. You can select them. Once you select them, it will make the server type right here the value into the name of the map. So you can transfer all that. So overall, these values are data that the game transfers onto every other player, so they can see the list. Every player can see the list of that server. So when it's removed, everybody will see that particular server removed from the list. So it all happens simultaneously along with every single one of them. So yeah, this one turns to the name, all the same. The creation button. So this is all. When you create it, these are the data that's being transferred. The server creator, which is you, the name of your name. The server type, which is the map that you chose. The password, if any, and the server creation. Well, the remote event. Let's just say that. I'll say the password can be anything you want, 100, like that, anything you want. I think it can't be 0. I'm not particularly sure. I recently just got back to opening this, so I forgot this of it. It's been 2 months. Anyways, so once you click that, if the server type, that value does not equal to anything, so if you didn't choose a map, but you can't create a server. But if you did choose a map, it will work. So it will get the remote event and fire to the server all these data. and make the creation button visible as false, and you get into the list, which is the waiting frame, which is where all the people who joined you will pop up, like their name, their, I think, profile picture in their video, yeah, their profile picture and their character. But anyways, let's go to the main one. So these are all there's two, actually, there's a lot of them. So the creation, so I call all the data, then I fire to every other player, fire all clients, the owner, which is, you know, the name of the person who created the server, the map, and the password for that server. Now, along with this one, which just fires back to the player, the same thing. So it can, well, in a way, pop up to their own, but you don't really need that. There's a slot updater, which automatically updates the how much players are in your party to every single server list. So like 0 out of 2, 2 out of 2, so the players can know which server is full or not when they look at the list. And so overall, I'm just telling you guys that you need to know how to read code, Lua code, if you want to understand this. It's hard to implement this into your game, but you can take, you know, at least a whole day, you know, 2 hours just taking a look at how it works. It's very simple once you understand it. The creation is one of the main one, and the second main thing would be the right here, not that one. Search frame. Here we go. So this, how this works is there's a list. This list is where all the server will pop up. So it'll be like a list, you know, and it'll be like a list, and, you know, like server 1 by player 1, by player 2, player 3, map 1, map 2, map 3, and you can click join, or leave in the, oh, the leave button will be in the waiting frame. But yeah, this is the thing that's being cloned and added to this. So once you add and create, it will call and fire the creation the server added event back to here, get all the data, and typically clone this and transfer that data into these things. So like the password would be this, the cloned version, the cloned frame will change the password to the password that you chose, the what is it, the server type that you chose, not the server map type, the amount of players, along with the max player. This is the one that updates, you know, the players 1 out of 8. I made it 8 maximum, I think. Yeah, 8 maximum. I will display the map type for your server and display your name, server owner. And then there's the join button right here. So a lot of things, but self-explanatory. Once you click it, it will check if the value is under 8. So if it's not full, this what this line says. If it's not full and password box is visible equals false, that means there's no password. Then do everything that, like, the player join, fires back to the player who accepted it, and also fire back to the player, to the owner, and to the person who clicked to join. And both of them will have the same waiting frame in front of them, and you will see, both of them will see their name, the owner's profile picture, and themselves. So it'll be like, it'll see player 1 and player 2, in both screens. You know, like a simple waiting frame. That's how it works typically. But yeah, so search button, yeah, those are typically the two main scripts. Everything else are secondary, and you need to know how to, well, you know, how to do them, especially the right here in the waiting frame, where the teleport button. How this works is, you know, I'm typically collecting every single, like, this is a player list. I'm using this. How this works is I get every single player, their name. I'm using teleport servers, of course. Teleporting solo if you're going by yourself or with a group of people. So this is checking if the numbers, the value of players is greater than, you know, certain value. Then I'll fire this right here, the member name, the creator value, and the type server, that text, well, server type. But anyways, it'll go back to this thing over here, And here we go. So what this does is it will call teleport solo for, oh, okay, this is solo teleportation. This is the group teleportation party. It will teleport every single player to your own server of that certain place that you want to teleport to. What this does is first it will insert in the table all the players. Oh, this how, oh yeah, it will teleport all the players like in the table per se. So let me just where is it? Right here. So here we go. So this is how it works. So these are the places. Place 1 will be like laboratory, mansion, museum. Once they choose which one they want to choose, so like when they teleport, which is the server type ID, it will have that. It will be fired, and it will be called in the server type members. It will have all the members and the creator. It will fire to all clients of teleportation. So once they teleport, it will remove that server from everybody's list because that means the server's gone. It's full and not full. The owner decided to teleport by himself or the party ready, so it is no longer existing. Wait 5 seconds, and if the server type goes sort arena, teleport service, teleport party async, ID list. In other words, teleport every single player on the first to the ID of the place, and list, which is it's a table, everybody in the table, along with so right here, see, I'm inserting that to the list, every single member and their ID, and so it's typically teleporting every single member and their ID. That's typically what it does, along with same one this and same one here. That's how the teleport party async works. You collect all the data of every single of the certain players you wanna, store that data in a table and just fire that table and the ID. That's typically how it works. Everything else you need to learn by yourself. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, share, and comment. Comment down below what video you want me to do next. I'm sorry for the audio, but yeah, peace out.